I haven't. Oh, sorry, I wasn't live. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your hour of live readings with myself, Kirsty Ashton. And it's always a pleasure and a privilege to be here with you all and to be able to connect with your loved ones in spirit. At the moment, there's a problem with Facebook, so if you send me a comment, could you just add your name at the end? Just helps us all out so I know who I'm talking to. But a little bit about me. I'm a spiritual medium, and I just love being able to work for spirit because I know how much it helps each and every one of us when you hear from your loved ones, because it helps me too. And a little bit about how I work. I bring through the loved one in spirit, and then I'll find out where I'm going. It's just how I've always worked when I'm doing a live or anything like that. If I'm on platform, I can work direct. Sorry, everybody, I've just got the hair stuck in my eye. I do work direct on platform, but spirit do like to keep us on our toes, so things are always different. Oh, I can actually see your names today. So hello, Fiona and Kathleen, Paula, Christine, Fiona, and Elif. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce that properly. It's always lovely to have you all here. So let's see who we've got with us first. I am aware of a lady. I'm aware of a lady stepping into my energy, and this lady does feel very motherly, very kind lady. I feel at times she couldn't always get out what she needed to say, and I feel that it was later in life, close to her passing, that she might mix her words up a little bit. But she loved her family. She gave me the name Sandra. It doesn't have to be her name. It could be a name connected to her or the sitter here today. I know she suffered with a mobility as well later in life. She's like huffing and puffing. She's like, I just couldn't do what I wanted to do. So this sounds like your mum, Kathleen. Oh, okay. I knew it was a significant name. She wasn't telling me why. She's a lovely lady, very down to earth. She had a heart of gold. So if you needed any help, needed any advice, she was a good listener. And you spent a lot of time together because you had a really close relationship. She's given me February as a significant month and October for either a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary. But when you were together, you had some laughs. She had a very good sense of humour. And the silliest of things would make you both giggle. And you just got each other. You just clicked. She had a very good intuition. So if there were ever anything wrong with you, she'd know. You could just, even when you were a child and walking in from school, she'd just take one look at you and she'd be like, what's happened? What's gone wrong? And she'd just know. And also, she made you believe you could do anything in life, that your dreams could come true. She's saying that you're a superstar. She's saying that you've been through a lot in your life and you just get your send back up, brush yourself off and start again. And for that, she's eternally proud of you because she just loves you so much. She always wants the best for you. And she says, I'm still cheering you on from spirit. You could tell her anything, you could open up, and you knew it wouldn't go any further. It was between the two of you, and she would open up to you as well. She didn't wear much jewellery, but what she wore, it was sentimental, and I know there's something about a necklace, because she's making me touch my necklace. She always liked to dress. She goes, I always made an effort with anything I wore. She goes, I like to look nice. She goes, but I did love a party. She goes, I loved us family gatherings, as family parties. She goes, we always had a right laugh when we came together. She goes, and we could all talk for England, and people would be trying to butt in to get a word in. And she just loved people. She loved everybody. She made everybody feel important. She was so kind. But she loved being a mum. She's saying that was the greatest job in the world. Watching you grow up, giving you guidance and help and love. She's just such a... that's why the necklace. She wouldn't tell me why, but she just kept, and I feel that you do touch it, because she's saying, when you touch it, I'm there. And it was really hard on you when she passed, because you'd lost your best friend. But you're doing so well, she's saying. She goes, you still have good days and bad days, it's normal. But you're always looking out for everybody. Such a hard worker as well. She could make something out of nothing. She loved family photos. She had albums upon albums of photographs. And I feel recently you've been going through them, and you've put some certain ones in a frame, because she just wants you to make you aware that she was there when you did it. Let me see. She's saying that you haven't been sleeping so good as well. She goes, I wish she'd sleep better. She goes, she's not switching off, you know. She goes, she looks on her phone at night. She should be going to sleep. And she goes, she'll be up and down and up and down. She goes, I'm in spirit and she tires me out. But she just wants to bring that upliftment around her. Because she's saying you just need a boost, she's saying. Just a boost. Keep talking to me though, she's saying. Because I am listening, and you've asked her a specific question recently, and she's saying, I'm working on it. Like I always did, I always helped. So there's something she's helping you with as well. I need to give you the time, around 3 o'clock. And I feel it's 3 a.m. So I feel that's the time that you do wake up at sometimes in the night. I'm just going to pick a card for you. She would have me talking all day, Kathleen. But she just wants you to know you're not on your own, that she is there helping you. I've picked this card for you. Oh, another thing, you sometimes put things down and go back and they're not there again. That's just your mum. She goes, it's just me. She said, I'm not suffering anymore. I'm doing really well. But I just like to do these things to let you know. She's like, I'm going, hi, Ed, I'm here. So she goes, I move things. She goes, I just like to leave these signs. But the card says release into harmony. Forgive the past and free your future. I feel in your past you've been through a lot, and it's now time for you to try and move forward. And your mum's just saying, with my help, to remember those happy memories that we had together, because we had a lot of happy memories, she's saying. Oh, I know how you feel, Kathleen, because when spirit do that to me, I feel I'm losing plot, because I know exactly where I put something and go back, and I wouldn't even blame the cats for moving things until I found out it was spirit. But she's saying, we have all those happy memories. We loved going to the coast. And she's giving you a stick of rock and some candy floss. She's saying, but I loved a day out, didn't I? I love being by the sea. It's where you get the best fish and chips. I loved my fish and chips. She's making me hungry. But she's just bringing a lot of red around you. And red for me is for passion. And she was just so passionate about everything in life. But now she's so passionate about helping you. Because she just wants you to help you to move forward. Oh, you're so welcome, Kathleen. It is a pleasure to be able to connect you with your mum. There's a lot of yellow in the card, and the yellow's for some upliftment. So I feel at the moment you need a bit of a boost, just saying. And she's saying you need to recharge your batteries as well, because she's doing so much to help everybody else. But now it's time to take time for you to start healing, to help you to move forwards, because you're a priority, she's saying. It is still hard, Kathleen, and emotional when we look back at memories and people are not physically here. But your mum's just trying to help you. There's a lot of blue in the card, and I need to bring some calmness around you. Because she's saying you're finding it hard to switch off. And she says, I'm just bringing that calm, that peace around you to help you. And there's purple around the card, and purple for me is a spiritual colour. So I know that you sense your loved ones are there, and that you've got a lot of loved ones in spirit who you always talk to. And I know you talk to your mum every day, and I feel you talk to one of her photographs as well. And she's just saying, I'm aware of everything, and we've got this together. Purple's a favourite colour. It's mine too. And I've got the number 5 on the card, and so it could be the 5th of a month. It could be the 5th month, which would be January, February, March, April, May. She's just giving you the number 5. But I'll just leave all of her love with you, Kathleen. Or just as she's leaving, she's giving you a pink rose. And pink for me is for love. And she's got a lot of love for you, but I feel the pink rose is significant as well. So she's just giving you a kiss on the cheek, and she wants you to know she loves you to the moon and back, and she always will. So I'll leave her love with you, and thank you for working with me. That's why number 5 is significant then. Thank you for letting me know. You're so welcome, Kathleen. It was an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to your mum, and I really do hope it helps. Let's see who we've got next. Got a man now. He feels quite tall. I do feel he's a grandfather. He's got a flat cap on, He's dressed smartly. He's got like trousers on, a shirt, and he's got his coat on. It's like he's going for his paper. So I know he liked to read the paper. I feel he had lung problems because my chest feels really tight. And I can smell smoke. So I feel at some point in his life, he either smoked a cigarette or a cigar. Let me see. He's a lovely man. He very intelligent. He knew a lot of things. He very good sense of humour as well. He would always he liked to make people laugh and joke, and very uplifting, very kind, had a heart of gold. He would have done anything for you. It was so strong, and he brought that strength to everybody that needed it. He says, I gave good advice as well. Says, I want a good listener for a man, and he's just laughing with that because it was just him, wasn't it? He just had that sense of humour that he wanted to make everybody laugh. I am drawn to you, Christina, so I'll work with you and we'll see where we're going. But I'll just work with Christina first because just looking at your picture, it made me feel that I am with you. He loved his family. He liked being out in nature. He thrived when he was with everybody. And it's like that he got a boost off making people laugh and joke and things like that. He's saying he was quite nosy as well, so he liked to know everything that was going on. It was just the type of man he was, but he did like being outdoors. He's saying I did like going for a walk and just getting some fresh air. He's saying sometimes just to get out the house, I didn't mind my own company. He's saying I loved everybody, I loved being around people, but sometimes the chit chat drove me mad, so I'd just take myself out. And he's just laughing. He's saying there's been a lot going on, and you felt like you're going round in circles at times. And he is really missed. Because when he passed, it was like a big hole were left in the family that he filled. But he just loved nature. I can see like fields and woods and hear birds and things like that. Let me see. He's saying he'd only open up to people that he had that bond with. He says if I had anything personal to say, I couldn't open up to everybody. And I feel at times he hid a lot behind laughing and joking, if that makes sense. He's saying I didn't want people to worry about me. He's saying, so I just smiled. Let me see. I feel linked to him, so it could be his dad or his granddad. There is military connections because he's making me want to stand tall, and is reminding me of Remembrance Day. So I feel linked to him. There is some spiritual military connections. Fake it till you make it. It's so true. And it's showing me like he's sat reading paper, but it's like he's looking over it to see what's going on, and then he'd look down again, and he's saying, I was just nosy. I need to give you March as a significant month for either a birthday passing or an anniversary, and July as well. I need to give you a birthday that's coming up because he's singing happy birthday, but he's changed the words to it. So I know he were good with kids, and he'd make stories up for children. If we were ever reading a story, he'd make things up and make it sound fun. And he was just such a lovely man. He was just so down to earth and so supportive of you. And you knew we were always there for you. He has been around you a lot recently and giving you signs to let you know he's there. I can just see a flickering light. So I feel you've seen a flickering light. And also you've noticed as well things moving, that you've put them down and they're not there. But I know it was so hard on the family when he passed. I know you still talk to him every day, and you go through, let me see, and he loves that you're all still talking about him and going through like the messy memories. And he's saying it was a privilege to have you in his life. He's saying you always gave him hope, and he loved seeing the world through your eyes. Let me see. There's somebody close to you at the minute, Christina, that needs some healing, and he's sending the healing. I need to give you light candles in people's memory as well. And there's something about a plant or something that's been planted in somebody's memory. It's saying, I wish you believed in yourself more. You felt at a crossroads recently, and there's things that you've been wanting to do. And he's here just to encourage you, to help you move forward. He's saying you have a really good gut instinct, so you know if something's right or wrong for you. And you even know if you like somebody or not by just meeting them for the first time. There's something about a challenge. There's something new coming up in your life that you've been wanting to do. And he's saying it's the right time now for you to do it. And that it'll be a good, it'll be a good distraction, because you need that challenge in your life. You need that something new to get your teeth into, to help you move forward. Because he's saying, all I've ever wanted for you is the best. And that's all I still want from Spirit. Just remember that I'm only a thought away. And you can always reach out to me. Because I'll always be your dad. And I love you so much. Just reach out. He sometimes holds your hand when you're sat. And it feels like when there's emotion that he just wants to bring that comfort. He's saying, I wipe away those tears for you as well. But you're making him so proud. He's saying, you're doing so well. You're always there for the family, looking out for everybody. But it's your time now to move forward. And he'll help you every step of the way. This is the card I've picked for you. And it says, the spirit of aloha, live with unity, giving and receiving love. And there's so much love coming your way from this lovely man. In the card, there's a lot of green. And green for me is for healing. So I feel as a family, you're still grieving. Which, it's a journey. It's not an easy one, but it's a journey. And he's bringing all the healing for that. But I do feel there's somebody under the weather as well. But I need to give you the sea and the ocean. And he's going for a paddle in the sea, and it's like he's rolled his trousers up. He's saying it's not very warm, but and playing games on the beach. He'd always do things to make things fun for everybody. And he's like splashing and things like that just to be silly. He's just got that lovely streak in him, that silliness, that uplifting that's needed at the moment, but he's bringing the calmness of the ocean. The girl in the card, it's like she's surrendering. And he's saying it's now time for you to surrender, to go and do what you want to do in your life, to take a chance, to do the learning you want to do, because you'll end up where you want to be. He's saying your dreams will come true. He's saying because you're just such a hard worker. And when you put the work in, you'll go far. There's an owl in the card. An owl for me is for wisdom. So I feel some of words he speaks are very wise. But with the wisdom also, I'm giving you the new learning. A lot of pink in the card. And pink for me is for love. There's some orange, and that's for creativity. And there's butterflies as well. And he's saying the butterflies are for me, from him. It's to let you know that he's there. But there's a lot of energy in the card. And that's what he's bringing you and the family. And you will feel him more and more, because he's saying you need to. And it helps you knowing that he's there, and your other loved ones as well. But he just wants to give you that support, that strength, but most important, that love that he'll always have for you and your family. So I'll just leave his love with you, Christina, and thank you for working with me. Let's see who we've got next. Oh, you're so welcome, Christina. It was a pleasure to bring him through. He's such a gent and a lovely man. I keep seeing messages pop up about romance and things like that. And that's not something I will tell you. I only bring through what Spirit give to me. So when you ask certain questions, you may not get your answer, because I'll only bring what the loved ones in Spirit will answer. Because Spirit know what's needed in life. And that's why they come through, to let you know that they're there, and to bring the words that you need to hear, as well as the evidence to prove that life is eternal. Right, I've got another lady with me, and she feels very grandmotherly. It's like she's got rollers in her hair and a hairnet on. And it's like she's just getting up to start the day. She is dressed, she looks nice. She's got like a blouse on and a skirt and a cardi. But it's like she's yet to do her hair. She liked her hair just so. And she would go to the hairdressers for a shampoo and set. She has lovely skin. She goes, oh, I didn't need any makeup. She goes, I just put a bit of cream on. She goes, I might put a bit of lippy on if we were going to a party. She goes, but I didn't cake my face. She's going, I liked it natural. And I know she looks younger than she is. And she's got lovely hands as well. She's got her nails are like a pearly pink colour. But they're really softer hands, because she's saying, well, I didn't want old hands. She goes, I looked after them. She said, you've got to look after your hands. But she's a bit of a character. She's got a very good sense of humour, very dry. She was very witty at times. She'd say things that she didn't always realise were funny. But she was so family orientated. She was a bit of a chatterbox. Everybody loved her. She was a well-liked lady. She was always busy. She had a routine. She's putting a headache on me. So I feel that either she suffered with headaches, or the sitter here today has been getting really bad headaches and is really stressed at the minute. She's just putting that feeling on me. She suffered with her legs, and she slowed down when she got older, but she didn't like that. She says, I hated getting old. It wasn't for me. I wanted to be busy like I always was. She goes, I was always here, there and everywhere, and when I had to slow down, it wasn't for me. And she's like got her hands on her hips now, and she's saying, and you know I hated asking for help. I didn't do asking for help. She goes, but I was a bit stubborn, so I should have given in and asked for help sooner. So I can see I've got Anne and Nina. I'm going to work with Anne first, and then Nina, I'll come to you afterwards, because I do feel that I've got the two people with me, and I'm just drawn to both of your names. And Andrew, she had silvery grey hair, and I don't know the colour of her eyes. I can only give what I see, and I don't always see spirit. Sometimes I just know, and they just tell me descriptions, but I can only give what I see. So you're out then, Anne. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was drawn to your name. I did feel it was a grandmother lady, Anne. She does feel very grandmotherly, of that generation. I am drawn to both your names, so I'll just work with Anne and then I'll come to Nina. She was a lovely lady. She's saying I just love people. She goes, I love talking. I were a good listener. I liked being able to help people. And when things changed for me and I couldn't do what I always did, it was really hard on me. I got fed up because I used to look after everybody. She goes, I was head at family and I used to do everything. She goes, I loved cooking family meals where you all sat around the kitchen table. We used to have a giggle over everything. I did like to have a good giggle. She goes, I know I was quite nosy, but it were harmless. But she's so uplifting. I know your name's Anne, but I feel there's another Anne around as well. It doesn't have to be in the family, it could be a friend, but I just feel there's another Anne. Such a lovely, she's got a heart of gold. And she appreciated all the help that she got, even though it were hard asking for help. She loved being able to go shopping because she's showing me like a little list that she'd make and making everybody's favourite dishes. She's saying it's just the little things. She was very thoughtful as well. So if she bought you something, it came from the heart. She didn't pick something up for the sake of it. Any gift that she bought, she'd put effort into and thought. And she loved it when she were given photographs, like when you were growing up. She loved having family photos and she could show her friends and things like this. She'd be like, oh, this is Anne. And she would always telling her friends about what you're all up to, if you're doing well at school and things like that. That just made her so proud. But she always liked to look nice. Let me see. She always had a ring on and she'd wear a necklace. And she had a little watch. Because she's just showing me a little watch. It looks silvery, but I could be wrong. And she was always very punctual as well. She says, I was always on time for everything. She's saying that life's been a bit up and down for you. That there's been some stresses over the past year. And you're just wanting, things will settle down, she's saying. You're heading in the right direction. Just keep being the lovely person that you are. She's saying when one door closes, another one opens. So I feel that there is going to be a new opportunity that will be exciting and it's something that you've wanted. She goes, it's a little bit of change, but it'll do you good. I could give you nearly every month for significant months, but I need to give you September as well for birthday passing or anniversaries. And the number 21. So it could be the 21st of a month or a door number, or the second month, which is February, or the first month, which is January. So I need to get, or it could be somebody's birthday. So giving you 21. She does come around you a lot, and she's saying she's sending healing. So I know that there's somebody around you at the minute that needs healing. I'm just going to pick you a card. I did forget to say that anything you can take this afternoon, just take what you can from any message that I'm given, because there is always a message and a message. Once I've got the spirit with me and I see who can take the message, I know where I'm going. Like I've said, I was drawn to Juan and to Nina, who I'm going to go to next. I do, once I see the names, I do know where I'm going. But there is always a message and a message. Let's see what card you've got, Anne. I've got this card for you, and it says patience. Approach with peace and resolve. And I feel that you've had to find some patience recently. That it's been hard finding that patience, because you've needed to ask for help every now and again. And she's saying you're a lot like me. You don't like asking for help. You just like just getting on with life and getting on with all the tasks that you need to do. But the green in the card is for me is for healing. The girl in the card looks like she's relaxed. And she's just saying that you need to keep relaxing, to keep taking time for self. I feel you have a busy mind, and that meditation might help you, just to help you switch off. Because she's saying your mind's going 1,000,000 miles an hour. She's saying, I know it's a struggle at the minute, but everything will come together and you will keep moving forward. She's saying it's hard in life when you feel at a standstill, that you feel at a crossroads. But we're helping from spirit side for you to move forward so you don't feel at a standstill. And things will come together, because she's saying you feel like you're going round in circles at the minute. There's a lot of blue in the card, and blue for me is for calmness. And she's saying you've just needed to find that inner calm, that inner peace at the minute, which is hard at times when you can't switch off. But things will work out for you. She's saying just keep trusting, keep believing, and everything will come together, because we're all helping you from spirit, and we all love you so much. There's a bit of pink in the card, and pink for me is for love. And there's so much love in spirit for you. Keep talking to them, keep asking for the help, because that's what they're there to do. They love to help you when they were here physically. So now let them help you from spirit. So keep reaching out, because they never let you down. They're always by your side. And they're giving you a yellow rose. And yellow for me is for upliftment, because they're saying you've needed a bit of a boost at the minute. And she's just saying things will always get better. And she just wants to give you a kiss on the cheek, a big hug. Because she's saying I love to give a hug. and just let you know how much she loves you and how much she cares, and she always will. So I'll leave her love with you, Anne, and thank you for working with me. Nina, are you still there? Oh, you're so welcome, Anne. It was a pleasure to bring her through. So, Nina, I know you said you could take all the message, and I still feel that there's a loved one that needs your grand that needs to speak to you. She's trying to make me laugh. So when you were a child, when you were growing up, if she ever saw you were a bit fed up or a bit down, she'd always do things to cheer you up. And she'd always have like your favourite biscuits in or your favourite sweets to give you when you went to visit. She's giving you, it looks like sherbet lemons or something. But the yellow of the sweet is for upliftment, but there's some sherbet lemons. But she always had a stock of biscuits in, chocolates and cakes, because she's like stood now baking. She goes, well, you've got to have fresh cake in. She goes, I loved having some cake. She goes, I had a sweet tooth. And, well, I were a good host if I had a nice cake in. And it looks like she puts things on, do you know the paper doilies? So if she gave you a plate of biscuits, they'd always be on like a paper doily. She goes, well, it looked nice, didn't it? She goes, I am a lady and I was entertaining. If she had a drink of tea or coffee, it had always been a china cup. She didn't. And she's making me laugh because she's just sticking a pinky up as she's drinking a cup of tea. And she's doing it with a teapot, she's telling me. But she loved cooking and baking, and I know as a child that you would have baked with her. She loved getting ready for Christmas and spoiling you all. And treating you to gifts that she knew that you liked. But she loved being busy. She saw me puzzle books, so I don't know if she did puzzles or you do, and there's somebody around you that does as well. And there's somebody that's a reader as well, because she's showing me some like novels. So if it wasn't her, there's somebody else that was a reader. But she knew a lot of things. She goes, I just pick things up by listening, and she didn't like a quiet house. She loved everybody there and the noise and the laughter. And she's trying to bring that laughter around you, because she's saying there's something that's happened that's made you a bit fed up. And she just wants to make things better for you. I know you do talk to her, and you talk to all your loved ones, and she does like that. She was a bit nosy. She goes, I like looking out the window and seeing what were going on up and down the street. She goes, but there's no wrong with that. But she's saying that you bottle things up, and she don't want that for you. She's saying if you don't know who to turn to her, because she is listening. Because she's saying, I was a good listener. She goes, I did like to chat, but I was a good listener. I need to give a cat in spirit as well. I don't know if that's with her or with yourself, but there's a cat in spirit. But she's making me feel like you've got that much on your mind at the minute that you feel like your head's going to explode. that you're not sleeping great because you just can't switch off. And you found it hard to wind down. And she's just saying, I want to make you aware that I'm trying to help you sleep and relax and make things better. But she's saying, don't bottle things up because it doesn't help. And I know that you wake up through the night as well. The cat, I just heard the purring. So I know it was coming from spirit. I've got a cat, but she's quiet at the minute, so I knew it wasn't any of mine. But the cat just comes round you to bring you some comfort, Nina, that you've needed. She's just bringing this abundance of love, and I know that you feel her around you. She's bringing a lot of yellow around you for, let me see, some upliftment. She's saying you've needed some upliftment recently. She's saying put pen to paper. So I don't know if she's saying keep putting pen to paper. I feel it's spirit inspired as well, and she's saying when you do that it will help you. I know there's a birthday coming up as well. She's saying just try and enjoy Christmas the best that you can. I'll just pick a card for you. Lovely lady. She's... Oh, you don't like Christmas? She's just saying it sometimes it helps making good of a hard situation. That to just try and enjoy when you can. She goes, I know you don't like it anymore, but just do your best, and your best is all that you can do. I picked a card for you. It says choose your potential, and it's your light to shine. But she is saying she's proud of you because you always do your best and you always put your heart into everything you do. She's always cheering you on from spirit, and she's always helping you move forward. And I know you ask spirit a lot of questions as well, because she's just making me aware of that. But she's glad she feels helpful. She's saying because I can still help you. And she always likes having a purpose. And she goes, I just feel useful. That everybody's still talking to me, but I've got a purpose. I'm able to help. And that really does make her happy. The card, there's a lot of blue in it. So blue for me is for calmness. And you do need that calmness around you at the minute. But there's like this brown ball. And out the bowl, there's like this white light coming out of it. Well, brown for me is like for grounding and nature. So I feel it helps you being out in nature. But the white light is for connection and peace. And you need that peace in your life, but your connection to spirit is stronger. She's saying, don't put yourself down. Don't doubt yourself. And she's saying you sometimes second guess yourself. but you've got amazing potential to move forwards. Just let me help you, and we can do this together. There's black in the card, and when I see black, it always makes me think there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what she's bringing for you. Things may be hard at the moment, but there is light there at the end of the tunnel to move forwards. And it's your time now, Nina, to shine. Be proud of yourself for everything that you've been through. Everything is learning, and you're always learning. But just be proud of who you are. Be proud of how far you've come. And just keep all your loved ones close. But don't be scared to ask for help. Because we all need help sometimes. And she's giving you a white rose. I feel it is significant, but also she's just bringing that extra peace as well. That's your favourite. So I'll just leave her love with you, Nina, and thank you for working with me. I'm just getting a card. Oh, they're sticking together. Just wait a minute, everybody. I'm just trying to separate a card. Because we are at that time, everybody. It's nearly an hour that's gone. These hours just go so quickly. But I do like to pick a card for everybody. Because I do wish I'd get more around more people. But there is always a message in a message. But I do like to just do this one thing at the end where I pick a card for you all. So this is today's card. And it says generate shifts, phase into a new dynamic. In life, we're all learning. Our physical life as well as our spiritual life. And we need to keep moving forward. And by generating shifts, we're moving forward on our journeys. We need to surrender to spirit and let them help us. If you ever feel stuck or feel at a loss, reach out to your guides and inspirers as well as your loved ones, because they want to help you. The girl in the card, she's looking laser focused. She knows where she wants to be. And remember, dreams can come true. We all just need to put hard work in. Be disciplined. And just lead from a place of love. Because when you lead from a place of love, you can't go far wrong. There's a lot of blue in the card, and blue for me is for calmness. And we all do need that calmness in our lives to help us move forward. Because when we don't have a calm mind, it's hard to stay focused. So do things for yourselves. Take that time to meditate when you can. Do things that help you switch off, but things that you enjoy. Love yourselves, but find that peace within. So when you find that peace within, it helps you move forward. One of my favourite hymns is Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin With Me. So we need to find that peace within. When we find that peace within, we can help so many more people. Love yourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need to love ourselves. But be proud of yourselves, because every day you're moving forward. Even if you don't feel it, you're moving forward. You've all got so many people around you that love you, that need you. But reach out to them as well, because they all want to help you. There's a lot of silver in the card, and silver for me is every cloud has a silver lining. We all go through hard things, and we deal with them the best we can because that's all we can do. But just keep looking forwards when you're going through these hard things, because there's always better things to come. But prioritize you when you need to. And just take one step at a time, because that's all you can ever do. But Spirit are so proud of you all. So I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. I really do appreciate your support and coming to watch me every week. And it's always a pleasure and a privilege to be able to reconnect you with your loved ones in spirit. But I'd just like to say that for those that didn't receive a message today, just remember there is always a message in a message, and that your loved ones are always with you. They always bring the strength and the love and the healing, because they walk beside us every day, because Spirit is everywhere and we're never alone. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you again next week. So bye for now.